What's up, guys? Today I am recommending 5 nonfiction books that are in a variety of nonfiction genres, and they're among the best books that I have ever read. Each one of these stands out to me as being extraordinary. We're doing this in less than 5 minutes. Let's go. Number 1, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Man's Search for Meaning is a 1946 book that chronicles the author's experiences as a prisoner in Nazi concentration camps during World War II. It also covers his logotherapeutic method, which involves identifying a purpose in life and then immersively imagining that outcome. One part concentration camp survivor's memoir, one part self-help book on goal setting. This is an extremely dramatic and inspiring piece. Frankl found meaning for himself in Auschwitz, of all places, and I found his story to be captivating. If he can find meaning in a death camp, anyone can do it. If you're in the market for a self-help book, I highly recommend this one, and at 165 pages, it's not a huge commitment. Number 2, Columbine by Dave Collin. Columbine is a true crime book, and it's an examination of the Columbine High School massacre that happened on April 20th, 1999, and it's an examination on the perpetrators, Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris. Dave Collin spent 10 years investigating this case before he wrote this book, and he may be the most knowledgeable person in the world concerning this crime. He interviewed over 100 people, including survivors, and this is the comprehensive account of what happened on that fateful day. The psychology and the motive of the killers are a central component to this one, and it makes the book a really good read. The psychology of killers is a fascinating topic, and Dave Collin did his homework here. If you're in for a true crime, this one might be for you. Number 3, Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. Angela's Ashes is a 1996 memoir by the Irish-American author McCourt, and it has various anecdotes and stories about his childhood. It focuses primarily on his life in Limerick, Ireland during the 1930s and 40s, a time that was brutally hard for many of the families during that era. McCourt balances sheer misery and comedy and somehow manages to make a destitute and rough life come alive, and this book won a Pulitzer Prize, which is a prestigious literary award. It's been a while now since I read this one, but I do recall the vividness with which this one reads. It's one of the most selling memoirs of all time for a reason, and personally, I think it's a great book. Number 4, Einstein's Monsters, The Life and Times of Black Holes by Chris Impey. Not long ago, I watched a documentary on Netflix about black holes. Afterward, I wanted more, and because I'm a book reader, I wanted a book on the subject. Black holes are massive. They are incredibly violent, and they're fascinating to read and learn about. And Chris Impey, who is an astronomer out in Arizona, is an expert on the subject. Now, this is a popular science book aimed at the layperson, and I like the way that Chris Impey breaks down relativistic and quantum phenomena in a way that the non-scientist can understand and appreciate. I liked this one a lot. It's a fun read and an educational read on the most extreme objects in the entire universe. And finally, guys, nonfiction book recommendation number 5, The Triumph of Christianity by Bart Ehrman. Christianity is the world's largest religion, and in The Triumph of Christianity, Bart Ehrman takes us back in time to the first few hundred years of the Christian movement and explains what happened and conjectures about what might have happened during that time. Because of the influence that Christianity has had on the world, I find the founding of the religion really interesting, and I learned a lot about ancient history in general concerning that time period with this book. Now, this is a historical work and not a religious work. Whether you're Christian or you're of another religion or you're secular, this book might be for you if you're interested in this topic. It can be a lot of fun to try to understand how the world came to be as it is today, and Bart Ehrman is one of the world's leading New Testament scholars. He He is a master book writer, and I found this one to be quite engrossing. And there you have it, nonfiction book recommendations. Please drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more book recommendations. Also, let me know down in the comments below which nonfiction books you all have enjoyed. We're out of time. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time.